welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to show you this super glam spring inspired makeup look. So this is using a bunch of the new launches that have come out. So the Amrezy highlighter, the soft glam palette from ABH, the Bretman Rock and Morphe highlight palette. Just a bunch of the new products that have come out that I've been loving recently. It's not super springy, but I think this is a really pretty look for spring. It's super light in colors with still a little bit of dramatic smokiness with the cut crease. Before we jump into the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below so you can join my little family. And without further ado, if you want to see how to get this look, then just please keep on watching. So for starters, I'm going to take the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm first going to go into the shade Orange Soda and Burnt Orange, and I'm going to mix those two together and put those in my crease as a blender shade. So as you can see, I'm just going to rock it back and forth in windshield wiper motions and little circular motions, and I'm going to start by winging it out towards the outer corner just to start the definition of my cut crease. Now going into the shade Dusty Rose in the palette, I'm going to take this and I'm going to start deepening up the look, taking a smaller brush and just really emphasizing the winged out shape. So taking little by little, adding and blending until I get my desired look. So now going in, I'm going to take Sienna and Mulberry, which are two of the darker shades in the palette, and I'm going to mix them together and take this on a really small brush and just start drawing out the definition of the crease. So it's going to look very harsh at first, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with the Dusty Rose color, and then I'm going to go back in with the orange shades together, and I'm just going to blend it out until I get my desired blend and then it looks super seamless. Now going in with Tarte Shape Tape, I'm just going to cut my lid. So I'm going to start in the middle just so I can have like a height regulation of where I want to go, and then I'm just going to do little patting motions to where I want to get the shape. So this is pretty easy. It also makes it so you can get pretty messy while you're applying the crease colors because this just cleans it up really nicely. I'm going to make sure I also clean it out towards the crisp wing on the edge.
They can chase us down, but we will always win. Leading every dance, feeling every touch, and getting high in love. We're invincible.
While the concealer's still tacky, I'm going to take Fairy from the Anastasia palette, and I'm just going to tap this all over the base. And as you can see, when I apply it on the wing area, I just kind of apply it all over. It's okay if it gets on the side of my face. I am going to clean it up later with a wipe just to make sure that it has a super crisp edge, but I just want to make sure I have even color all over. Now taking Sienna and Mulberry again, I'm going to take this on an even smaller brush, and I'm just going to go back and trace out the line of our cut crease. This is just going to be so I have a really nice definite line so it blends out super seamlessly. So I'm going to first draw out the line, and then I'll go back in with the Dusty Rose color on a fluffier brush, and I'll blend out the edges with that. And this is just going to help make sure that I have a really nice gradient from dark to light. So I'm just going to blend, 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 and then after the Dusty Rose color, I'll go back in with the two first orange colors that we use as our blender shade just to make sure everything is super pretty and seamless. Now going in with Tempera, I am going to highlight my brow bone with this. I just want to add a little bit of a highlight. This has a super nice sheen to it, nothing super glittery, nothing super metallic, but it does add a nice highlight to the brow. Now going in with Kat Von D's Tattoo Liner in Mad Max Brown, I am just going to do a wing. So I'm going to start the lash line and do like a medium-sized shape, and I'm going to follow out to the winged out look, and I want to get them almost touching but not touching. I just really want to emphasize the winged out effect that we have. So once I have my wing, I will clean up the fallout underneath and just make sure it's a super crisp line. So once I put mascara and lashes on, this is what the top looks like. So now we're going to move on to the face. So for primer today, I'm going to take the Stila One Step Correct Primer, and I'm just going to apply this all over. I don't really know how much color correcting it does, but it does do a really great job at just making sure my skin is super smooth and looks super smooth. So now taking the Maybelline Better Skin Foundation, I am going to apply this with a paddle brush and just blend it all over my skin. going to take Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm just going to add extra coverage to my forehead, under my eyes, my nose, and my chin, just to make sure that I have a nice flawless base.
Just assumed I'd play the part of keeping.
Now going back in, I am going to set my face with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm first just going to press this all over my skin with a flat sponge. I'm not really baking, but I'm just pressing it into my skin and setting everything. Since I am super oily, I like to do this step because it keeps me matte. Now going in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder, I am going to just dust this all over my face to get any of the loose powder from the Laura Mercier off, as well as just add a little bit of extra coverage. And I love how this powder makes my skin looks. It makes my skin look so smooth.
Wake up yesterday, so hold on to me.
So now going in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, I am going to apply this around the perimeter of my forehead, around my jawline, around my jaw, like cheekbone area. I also am going to contour my nose. This is something new that I'm trying. I know that it's not like a new thing because people have been doing it forever, but I've never liked the way it looked. So the past couple weeks I have been trying it out every couple days just to see what it looks like, and so far I've been a fan of it. Don't know if I'm going to continue to do it, but we're just testing it out and seeing how it is. Then I'm going back in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder just to clean up my nose contour as well as my cheekbone contour, just to make sure that everything is super clean, just because I used a big sharp brush to do it. Now going in with Essence Love Touch Blush, I am just going to apply this to my cheeks and add a nice flush of pink. Now for highlight, I'm going to layer, so I'm going to start with the Amrezy and ABH highlighter and just apply this to my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, my lip, pretty much everywhere I add highlighter normally, just to be a nice reflective base for the other colors I'm applying. From the Bretman Rock X Morphe palette, I'm going to take the shade Vacation, and I'm just going to apply this to the very tops of my highlight just to make it so it is super reflective. Then taking my Morphe setting spray, I'm just going to drench my skin to make sure all of the powders are locked in place. Going back into my eyes, I'm going to mix Mulberry and Sienna, and I'm just going to smoke this out directly into my lower lash line. I wanted this to be super close into the lashes, so I'm just going to start working that in with a small little pencil brush. Then taking Dusty Rose, I am going to blend out the edges of those two darker shades. Pretty much what I did on the eye, I'm going to apply the darker shades and just blend it out with the lighter ones until it's super seamless. So I'm going to take the burnt orange shade and I'm going to do the exact same thing I did just to make sure I have a nice seamless blend. So now going back in, I'm going to take the shade Tempora and I'm going to use this as my inner corner highlight base. I am going to go back and put some of the shimmery colors on top, but this is going to be the base for it. So now going back in with Vacation, I'm going to put that on the inner corner, and this is just going to pop on the inner corner and add a little bit more light to my eyes, as well as some shimmer. Then I'm going to line my eyes with Get Paid by ColourPop, just to add a little bit of shimmer on my waterline, because it's a nice bronzy color. So then I just added mascara to my lower lash line, and here is the completed eye look. I think it is so pretty. It's definitely one of my favorite eye looks I've done thus far. So now let's finish off the look with lips. So for lips, I'm going to take the Kat Von D and Divine collab, and of course I'm an idiot and I'm out of the whole clip for putting on my lips, but honestly this is my favorite nude shade I have found thus far. It is like my lips but like one shade darker, so it's literally the perfect nude I've ever seen, so it's awesome. Then just to top off my lips, I'm going to take the Fenty Gloss Bomb, and I'm just going to apply that on top. This is honestly my favorite lip gloss, and I really don't even like lip gloss, but this just makes your lips look so luscious and just so pretty and just like so much more plump. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with this lip gloss and this lip combo in general. This is the completed makeup look. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. This is one of my favorite looks I have done in a while. I really love the way cut creases look, and I think this just looks so cool with all of the colors together. So I really enjoyed this, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I do post videos every Wednesday, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye!